Okay, here is the tutorial video on how to use your Amazon Fire Stick. If you're watching this video, most likely you have either already purchased an Amazon Fire Stick or you're thinking about doing so. So we'll quickly go over some different things here. First, let's go over the remote real quick. So what you see here is your standard Amazon Fire Stick remote. Looks the same as the Amazon Fire TV now as well, the box. But what you'll see here, your top button there is your voice control Alexa. That works with anything to do with the actual Amazon stick. Does not work with Kodi though. The button underneath that, the round, that is your navigation button, as well as your select. So the outer edges are your up, down, left, right navigation. The middle part is your select button. The button with the house on it, that is your home button. That'll always just take you home. The button with the curved arrow, that is your back button. And the button with the three lines, that is your menu. And then the three at the bottom is your play, pause, fast forward, and rewind. So those are what you would use to navigate anything on the stick. So when you first open, to start off with, when you get the stick home, what you're going to do is the stick plugs directly into your HDMI, and you can power it two different ways. If you have a USB, you can power the stick by plugging the other end into your USB. If you don't have USB, you can also power it by a wall plug, which is also included with it. Either one works fine. It's just whichever you choose. So once you have it hooked up, like I said, make sure that your TV is on the correct HDMI input channel, and then your stick will show up, and this is your main screen. So anything to do on here has to do with Amazon. Not to confuse the difference between the two here, all of your free content, TVs, movies, pay-per-view, sports, all that kind of stuff is going to be found on Kodi. Kodi is the icon you see there off to the left side, the blue and white K. That is where you find all of your free content. Everything here on this Amazon side of it, some of it's free if you're an Amazon customer, some of it isn't. You would have to pay for it. But like I said, that all has to do with Amazon, so that has nothing to do with anything that I've put on it. That is just your Amazon stuff. You can check out my other videos if you want to deregister the current account that is on here and re-register it with your personal Amazon account. I highly recommend doing that. Even if you're not currently an Amazon customer, I would highly recommend going and creating a free Amazon account and registering the stick with your free Amazon account. It's just a much better way of doing it. Allows you to have complete control of the stick rather than having the dummy account on there. All you need to do is ask for or look at my YouTube channel, and you can find that video on how to deregister and re-register your account. So once you're on here, like I said, you can see up at the top you have your menu screen, you have home, your videos, movies, TV shows, apps, settings. Real quick, if you ever need to open up Kodi outside of that main Amazon screen, in here in your applications menu, you can open that up. Scroll down to manage installed applications. It's all alphabetical. Scroll down to Kodi, select it, and go launch application. And you can always open Kodi up from here. So if for some reason you can't find it on your main screen, you can always open it up from right here. So going back to that main screen, like I said, these are your different, all these different things are going to be depending on what you have on your stick, but there are literally thousands of apps that you can download through Amazon to put on here. One of the specific ones that I put on here for everyone are depending on where you're at, but let's say that you're in Oklahoma City, you'll find the news and weather app for Oklahoma City at KOCO5. So you can now get local news and weather directly from the Amazon stick. Pretty simple. You open it up and it'll have pre-recorded things, but then at the actual time that it's airing, either for news or if there's bad weather, you can pull it up and use that. It's a great app, and there's ones for all around the country. So anyway, so to go into Kodi, you simply select it. It's going to open up, and then there's your main Kodi screen. You know, like I said, the back wallpaper of yours is going to be different, and you can change that out if you want, and I'll show you how to do that. But so you see a few different things. Videos is where you're pretty much going to be doing everything at. The first thing that I'd like to go over though is we're going to go to programs, and one of the first things that you're going to want to do is test the speed of your stick, just to make sure that you're getting the proper amount of Wi-Fi to your stick so that it runs correctly. So what I like to use most often is the Arnu Box speed tester, and you'll select that and go run speed test. And so we'll just wait a moment and let it run its test. Now, I have a lot of devices in my house that run off Wi-Fi, anywhere from, at any given time, anywhere from probably 10 to 15 different devices all running off Wi-Fi. So just depending on how many things I have running, you know, time of day, that kind of stuff, will depend on how high download speed I have. This is about the lowest my download will ever be, is around 30, and sometimes I can get it running up to around 50 and 60. As long as you have 20, you should be good to go. I do have some customers who say that that they've been able to run just fine off less than 20, anywhere even as low as 5. But I personally recommend that you have at least 20 in order to get the best experience possible. So as you can see, my download speed is over 30, so there should be no issues at all. So you can simply close that out, and that's good to go. You know that you're easy to run. So go back to videos. The ones you see here are what I consider to be the top 25 add-ons through Kodi to get the things that you want. Quite honestly, I use Exodus 99.9% of the time for everything of my pre-recorded movies, TV shows, things like that. But there are other add-ons that do similarly the same thing: PrimeWire, Salts, Velocity. There's some other ones, the Royal We, and a few others, and those will be found in your add-ons folder. But I highly recommend using Exodus pretty much 100% of the time. There are live TV options. US TV Now is what I believe to be one of the best ones out there. You can get 8 free channels like your ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, PBS, and those are all free. They also have a subscription service that you can pay for monthly that'll get you an additional about 15 more channels that are paid cable channels. Completely up to you if you want to do that. Of course, you never have to, but you do get the free 8 channels. The only thing you have to do is you do have to go to the US TV Now website and register an account with them. It's a free account, just email address, password. Then you come back into the add-on, enter that information, and your free channels are there. You can also get live TV channels from CC Cloud, which I would say is probably the second best option out there. I'll open this one up real quick for you to see. So as you can see in here, there's different options. There are a lot of international channels. For now, we would select, say, English channels, and as you see, it comes up. So you have AMC, Cartoon Network, Comedy Central, Discovery, ESPN, A&E, History Channel, National Geographic, Nickelodeon, CW, ABC. So there's a lot of different stuff in this. Scroll down, there's just tons and tons and tons of them. Like I said, CC Cloud is another one I would recommend, but Castaway will also be very good for sports. As well as live TV. Sports Devil, very good for sports. Bob, very good for sports. Pro Sport is the one that I would recommend the most for your NFL, MLB, NHL, and NBA sports. So those 4 pro sports, I would always use this add-on for that. It definitely does the best job. Real quick to show you, you open it up, you simply select which one of them that you're looking for. So let's say it was NBA games, you'd select it, and right now, for example, it shows Mavericks and Nets. Are playing. And you can see that the Suns and Pistons will be playing, not started. If one's in progress, you select it, and it'll give you a number of different streams that you can choose from to pull that game up. So as you can see, real easy. HD stream looks great. And so that's the easiest way to pull up pro sports, as far as that goes. Now during college, this add-on obviously will not work for college sports. So during that time, I would recommend using either the Sports Devil or the Castaway add-ons are going to probably be the best for that. CC Cloud will have some sports on it as well, depending on which channel it's on. You've also got Sports Mix, ESPN3, that's a great one as well. Phoenix is going to have live TV and sports. Navi X, UK Turk, going to be great for sports as well. There's a lot of for kids programming, cartoons, things like that. I just see just a few on here: Super Cartoons, Kids Movies, Cartoons HD, Cartoons 8. Really good stuff. A lot of old cartoons, new stuff as well. But you can always find cartoons that you like on Exodus also. So, like I said, there's pretty much nothing that I have ever found that is not available on Exodus, whether it's a movie, TV show, whatever it is. Zem TV that you see down here is another good one for sports and TV as well. It is a foreign, I believe it's a Pakistani add-on. But it does have some good American stuff. So, like I said, the ones that you'll see down here are the ones that I consider the top 25. Mine are a little different on here than what you'll see on yours. But to see all the add-ons that are installed, you simply go to add-ons. And this pulls up your menu that shows everything that is currently installed on your device. This IPTV Go, that's a really good new live TV add-on. Freedom IPTV is another good one. White Devil, AK-47. So you can go through here and you'll be able to basically just go through and see which ones that you like, and I'll show you how to put those to rearrange the top 25 of how you want. You'll also find your adult add-ons in here as well. If for some reason you decide you don't want those on the stick at all, just let me know before you get your device and I'll have them deleted for you. But channel pair, that's another good one for live TV. But you'll see the different adult add-ons. They're pretty easy to figure out which ones they are. And so, like I said, if you don't want them on there, if you decide you don't want them on there after you get it, you can simply go to it, use your menu button, go to add-on information, and you can uninstall it right there, and it'll uninstall it from the stick. So very easy to get rid of it if you don't want it. But like I said, these go through, and these, will have what I consider to be other good ones that may just not be the top 25, but has some good information and different things, more specific. For example, like this one here, Tales from the Crypt. So this add-on is dedicated to just shows from Tales from the Crypt is all it's going to be on there. And you'll find a lot of specialty add-ons that are like that. Remember, add-ons come and go. So, an add-on that maybe has been working for a while. These developers are from all around the country. The very vast majority of them do all of this for free. And they don't make money for doing it. They just do it because they enjoy doing it. And so they do a very good job of keeping the add-ons up to date. The best add-ons that you use most often are usually always going to work. But some of the more secondary add-ons, not necessarily so much. Sometimes they will go down for maintenance, things like that. And what I recommend is just finding a different add-on. That's really the best you can do. Some of these ones you see on here too, like for example, Bread is 24/7 or White Devil. These are actually developed add-ons from some guys right here in Oklahoma City. So they do some really cool stuff, and they're always adding new stuff in there. But at the bottom here, what you'll see is there's also an option for Get More. And so if you select that, this will take you into a new screen that you can go and you can download or install a lot more different add-ons. So the repositories that all of these add-ons stream from, this is where they're all going to show up at. And so you can go in here and any of them, you just use your menu button, select it, and install it. So I would say when you have time, just go through, check them out, see if there's something you like. You can install it, use it. If you don't like it, just delete it. Very easy. So we'll back out of here. And once again, I just want to reiterate that, these add-ons, most of the time are going to work very well. But if for some reason you find one that is down for maintenance, something like that, simply just go and find a different add-on. The great thing about Kodi is that there's a lot of add-ons that are going to do similar things. So that if you can't find a show or you can't find, a certain sports game that you're looking for, simply just use a different add-on, look for a different stream, and most likely if you give it enough time, you will find it. we're going to open up Exodus here to give you an idea how to find your TVs and your movies. So what you'll see in the first screen here is we got movies, TV shows, my movies, my TV shows. The my movies, my TV shows, that's when you use what's called Tracked, and I have another couple set of videos out there that show you how to install Tracked and use it. And so if that's something you want to do, just check those videos out. But what Tracked will allow you to do is basically create a favorites list of different TV shows and movies. So each time you don't have to go search for them. I recommend doing it, but of course you don't have to. So let's say you're searching for a movie though. We'll select the movies account. And so you have different ways of looking for it. Obviously you can search by name. But they have a few different other ways to do it. So Oscar winners, in theaters, new movies. Remember that just because a movie shows up on here does not necessarily mean there's a good stream. So I know we would all love to watch the movies that are in the theaters right now, literally like the second that they just come into the theater. It's not always that way. So understand that if the movie just came out today, there's probably not going to be a good stream. So give it a little while. You can always check. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes there is. But for example, so we see the movies that are in theaters. Now we know Beauty and the Beast, for example, just came out. So just to show you, most likely there's not going to be a good stream of this movie. But when you're wanting to find one, basically what you do is you go and you select it to open it up. What Exodus will do is now it's going through, it's checking all the different sources from around the internet to try to find you the best possible streams that are out there. And so as you see, there's a little clicker that ticks down the time. And so we'll just give it a few seconds here and let it finish looking around. So now it pops up, and as you can see, so what it's saying here is you see there's a 1080p and an HD copy at the top. Disregard that. If you ever see just one 1080 and one HD, that means you're basically going to get rickrolled if you put if you go to this. It's not going to be the movie, or somebody has put like the original animated version on there. But what you will notice is the rest of these, they all say cam. So cam basically is what it is. It's a camera version. Somebody has, like the old bootleg copies where somebody has used a camera and went in there and videoed it. Every now and again you can find a decent cam copy, and if you're really, really, chomping at the bit to watch this movie and you don't mind watching it at a little bit lower quality, then go ahead and watch a cam version. For me, I'm kind of a snob, so I usually wait until there's a good version out. When there are good versions, you'll see a lot of HD. You'll see a lot of the 1080p. Be aware that 1080p a lot of times will have hard-coded subtitles in it that you can't get rid of. It kind of bothers me, so I don't like watching them that way. But the HD and the 1080p, I can tell no difference whatsoever. So I usually find just a good HD version and watch it. If you pull up a version, a stream, and you don't like it, simply back out and go pick another one. But this was just to give you an example of like a brand new movie, what's most likely going to pull up. No reason not to check it. You might get lucky. But so, for example, let's go find a movie that is going to have a good stream. So we'll go to new movies. And let's see, okay, Moana. We were actually just watching this today, so I know it has a good stream. So we'll go to it, select it. Once again, Exodus will go and pull this. To give you a little bit of background too while it's doing this, all of these streams, all of this is available for free from all around the internet. What Exodus does, what Kodi does, is it brings all of this information together and it brings it into one easy to use place. So it just kind of aggregates all this content, shuffles out as much of the bad content, bad streams as possible, and brings it into a place where it's easy for you to use and get to. You could spend hours a day searching out streams if you wanted to, but who would want to do that? So as you can see, when there's good streams out there, it pulls it up. You've got a lot of 1080p, and then you'll have a lot of HD streams as well. What you notice on mine to the left, mine says reel to brid, as far as where the streams are pulling from. You're not going to see that. You're going to see, let me scroll down here and show you. You're going to see, yours will look more like this, where it says Movie X, Y Movies, Torba, stuff like that. The difference in that is what I do is I pay a debrid service $16 every 6 months, and what a debrid service does is they basically scrub out the worst streams out there and put together the best streams on private servers. And so Without a debrid service, what you're doing is you're getting streams from all of the public servers out there. Most of the time, that's great. That's no problem at all. You won't have any issues at all. For me, because I use this a lot, I like to use private servers because there's less people using them. Sometimes, a lot of times, the streams are better, and you have more access to HD. You never ever have to pay or buy for anything like that. You'll probably be fine without it, but if you ever want to, it's very inexpensive and gives you access to more of a private experience. But we'll go ahead and pull up just one of the public server copies right here. So we'll pull up this Y Movies. And it's that easy. Then your movie pulls up, starts, you're good to go. Like I said, you can play, pause, forward, rewind, all that kind of stuff. I'll jump ahead about 10 minutes here so you can see it. And as you can see, it's great quality, good movie, and new movie that definitely isn't out on DVD yet. So this is going to work the same way with TV shows. If you're looking for a TV show, you simply select that, and you can do it the exact same way in order to find what you're looking for. You can search for it by name, or if you don't know what you're looking for, most popular, highly rated, most voted, any way you want to do it. But it'll work the same way. You just select your TV show. If to watch a TV show that's a brand new episode, let's say that the episode airs at 7 o'clock, ends at 8 o'clock. Shortly after 8 o'clock, it will be loaded up into XXX and ready to watch. Commercial free, HD, ready to go. So as long as you don't mind waiting until your current episode is ended, it's wonderful. It's like a giant DVR that never fills up, and no problems. So if you do want to watch it live, though, like I said, there are options with CC Cloud, US TV Now, Castaway, so on and so forth. But the best way to watch it is through XXX, just right after it's ended. A couple other things before we end here in system. In your appearance, this is where you can change out like those top 25 that I was talking about. So you be on skin, you go to settings, and you go down, you see where it says background options, you go over to background path, and then I load this up with anywhere from maybe 30 to 40 different cool pictures that you can use for different backgrounds. And so you just select the one that you want, and it'll then become your new background. This is pretty neat for you just to change out different stuff if you want a different picture on there. The add-on shortcuts, like I showed you, that are the top 25 on there, that's right here. And so you'll see that there's basically a list of what you want. If you want to change out the ones that you want on there, you simply select it, and it'll take you to a new screen where it'll show all of your add-ons, and you just select the new add-on that you want on the screen, and then it will be down there on your main screen. So real easy. That's pretty much about it. If you go into the programs menu, you'll see there's a lot of different things here. There's even a few different games, Connect 4, Blackjack, stuff like that. I load this up with different wizards, which are good for more advanced users if you want builds and things like that on it. If you're just getting started, I recommend not even bothering with any of that. But so that's it. If you ever got any questions, obviously just reach out to me. But that's Kodi, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.